All right, welcome back, everybody. I see Dave in the chat said he had a bad day yesterday because of Tampa. My fault, Dave. I mean, it's like man, when Seattle won 8-2 on 8-2, it's just like you got to be kidding me, man. Seattle 82. It's just, but the thing that in hindsight, I'm looking, I'm like, how didn't we see this possible angle yesterday? But now I get it. Now I really get it. So here we're gonna start with that game, the Mariners and the Rays. Again, we were following the thought from Sunday, where like if this happens Sunday, which it did, that should be good tomorrow because Tampa 51. I mean, that made sense, but I should have been thinking about how it was the day before Brady's 44th birthday, and we know Seattle's 44. I brought it up, but I should have thought about it more because yesterday the Rays got the 43rd loss. That means today they can pick up the 44th loss on Brady's birthday. And I was thinking more about why the Rays would be playing the Mariners. We know Russell Wilson from Seattle was up in the press box last year at the Super Bowl, but you know what it is? The Milwaukee Brewers are originally the Seattle Pilots. The Seattle Pilots Major League Baseball team that folded became the Milwaukee Brewers. So Seattle, Milwaukee, right? You know, and I've always said that Seattle and Milwaukee or Wisconsin have the connection in the NFL, from Hasselbeck to the way Marshawn Lynch ended up on the Seahawks because the Packers didn't take him off waivers, to the Mike Holmgren connection and beyond. But there's relationships with these cities. And again, the Seattle Pilots, the old baseball team before the Mariners, they became the Milwaukee Brewers. So we know what happened with the Milwaukee Bucks winning the finals the day the Tampa Bay Bucks were at the White House. So there's some big ritual going on here. And if the Rays do lose today, they are going to get their 44th loss of the season on Brady's 44th birthday, which is entirely possible. So again, Seattle's 44, and we just know how it's all connected. This year, the Super Bowl's on the 44th day of the year. If they're saying that something's happening between Tampa and Seattle this year, it's got to be a playoff matchup. Is it the conference championships? Could the Seahawks be back in the NFC Conference Championship against Brady this year? Don't forget the Seahawks. The original Seahawks team in professional football was the Miami Seahawks. They existed for one season, and then they folded. And then they became the Baltimore Colts. And we know Baltimore's been involved in these riddles too. And Baltimore's playing New York today, which is the other really interesting game. But if Kikuchi won today for the Mariners and gave the Rays their 14th loss, he'd get his 15th career win. We know Tampa's got the 15 connection. So does Mars. Mars is 15 in the most pure cipher. Mars is also 201 in Jewish, the big Jesuit number. So anyway, we'll come back and talk about that game. But yeah, should have thought about that possible angle yesterday, picking up the 43rd loss and then possibly 44 against Seattle on Brady's 44th birthday. It was just that 51 thing, man. That seems so surface level. So is what I'm saying, though, and it didn't really sink in until after they lost last night 8-2. So anyway, let's go from the top, and we're going to hit the Orioles-Yankees game next. The good news about yesterday was two big underdogs that we thought had a chance to win, both won. You know, Cleveland beat Toronto, nice payout, and Baltimore, who looked like they had a good narrative, especially Itachi with the late call with the 12-29 connection. I was like, ooh, yeah, that is interesting, that 12-29. That gave us some more hope for the Orioles upset yesterday. But today, the date numerology, 52-16, the lesser date numerology, 32. Today leaves 150 days left in the year, and the biggest ritual that can happen today is the Yankees winning. And if the Yankees do win today, man, something I might be wrong about with the Yankees is that we'll never see them win another World Series. I've been thinking they'd stay parked on that 27 because MLB's 27, but if they were going to pass it, this would be a good year to do it, getting 28. 28's the seventh triangular number. But today leaves 150 days left in the year. Today's 147 days after Aaron Boone's birthday. And it's a date with 57 numerology. Or, excuse me, it's not. Today the Yankees can get their 57th win. And they're on 56, right? And you might have saw that Garrett Cole was pulled from today's game because he tested positive for coronavirus. So while the Yankees are on 56, he tests positive for coronavirus. Realize the narrative with all this right now is this is why the players need to be vaccinated. So do the Yankees pick up 57 today, the vaccine number? And again, the Yankees would get their 57th win 147 days after the manager's birthday. and on the day leaving 150 days left in the year. So you got 3 of your ciphers covered there for World Series. And then on Brady's birthday, Brady got the 28th championship for the NFC this year, winning his 7th Super Bowl. So Yankees would get the 28th home win if they won today and the 57th win of the season. Also, the Orioles would fall to 5-7 versus the Yankees this year. They'd be 5-7 versus the Yankees for another 57. So Yankees fell to 6-5 versus the Orioles yesterday. That New York Yankees 65 in the most period. Now they have number 65 on the mound, replacing Cole, who was supposed to start. And Pandemic is 65. So I'm going to assume the Yankees are going to win here. I mean, that World Series seems like it's... If the Yankees lose tonight, they still have that interesting every 20-year narrative for the World Series, but we'd have to see if they hit that 63 in the Field of Dreams game. But I would think if the Yankees are in the World Series, they should win tonight. They should do that ritual. 57, 147 on the day leaving 150 days left in the year. I wasn't even thinking twice about it until the Garrett Cole coronavirus thing. I'm like, okay, are they saying they're staying on 56? Guess we'll find out. But still, that the World Series thing seems to be primed, regardless of who's pitching. And the Phillies-Nationals game, Wheeler, the Phillies pitcher, it's 65 days after his birthday, and he comes into the game 56-46. That's tricky because Washington, D.C. is 56. We've seen that play in D.C., but Nationals is 57, and 57's been pretty good with the Nationals. So Wheeler has an argument either way, you could say. He could also get his 47th career loss, another number in D.C., so looking at his numbers is tough. If the Nationals did win today, though, they'd be 7-7 versus the Phillies this year. Again, big number in D.C. Just a point, if you guys didn't see, there was a shooting today in the national news next to the 77-foot-tall Pentagon, supposedly a unnamed police officer so far. I covered all the news stories on GematriaEffectNews today. Big day with news, but again, just 77-foot-tall Pentagon, police officer shooting next to the Pentagon today. It just makes you wonder, is it like, okay, are they signaling that 77's really going to play today? Because what are the odds that the Nationals are at home and they can get to 7-7 versus the Phillies of all teams today? And Phillies are up 7-6 right now, 76ers. But if the Nationals did win today, they'd be 7-7 versus the Phillies. And say the Nationals won today and tomorrow, they could potentially get to 3-3 at home versus the Phillies. Nationals 33, but they'd have to win today first. Hit the 7-7 thing. And also, if the Nationals won today, they'd be 50-57 in the same cipher. The reverse reduction. That's where Washington is 50. They'd get their 50th win today and stay on 57 losses. Nationals 57. They'd be 50-57 in the same cipher. So, there's some things there that look nice for the Nationals, but Wheeler bothers me a bit. Corbin, who's pitching for the Nationals, if he won today, he'd be 7-9, and he'd get his 79th career win, and Philadelphia Phillies has the 79 connection. So Corbin has a riddle to win as well. Nationals definitely got the value today. Wheeler's my concern. The Indians and Blue Jays, I think there's a good chance they split today and tomorrow to get to 3-3 against each other, just the way Cleveland likes 33. Either team can become 2-3 for the series this year, so it's tough because we know that's the Blue Jays number. And with regards to 23 today, there are a number of 23s that could play in the league today. Keep in mind today's 8-3, right? August 3rd, 83, the 23rd prime number. We know Tuesday equals 23, but it's really inconsistent to use the gematria of 23 on Tuesday. But maybe on a day where it's 8-3, maybe then it's good for today. So again, if you're doing the multiple card strategy, you could have a card today where you play some of these 23s. I've put them at the top of the notes for most games. And again, it could be a big whiff number today, but there's a chance it smashes too, just because it's 8-3. So, and a Tuesday. But the Phillies are a team that could pick up their 23rd away win today. Either team can get to 2-3 here, so that it's not helpful in that game. However, if the Blue Jays win, they'd stay on 23 home losses, and Ryu, their pitcher, would get his 70th career win when Indians is 70 in the most simple cipher. So that is what I like in that game, is that Ryu can get his 70th career win. All right, I'll just add that note to the top because I didn't write it there for that game. I think all the other games I wrote down the 23 thing. If I miss any more, I'll plug it in here. Okay. The Red Sox and the Tigers. The Tigers, you got 52 date numerology today as well. You know, there wasn't a lot of date numerology golf yesterday, but it didn't come through in the Tampa game where it seemed the most clear, but overlooked the whole Brady thing. I don't know how. But there is 52 date numerology today. If Indians lost, they'd be 52 and 52 for the year on the 52 date numerology. If the Tigers upset Boston today, they'd get their 52nd win. And the Tigers do have a good chance to win 2 in the series because they'd get to 53 wins. Boston Red Sox 53 in the most pure cipher. Also, if the Tigers won today, they'd be 2-2 versus the Red Sox for the year. Boston really likes 22. And yeah, so I think the Tigers got a chance at an upset today. I didn't see a lot in the pitcher records, but just the 22 thing and the fact that the Tigers look like they could still 2 in this series. The Twins and the Reds. What's weird about this is ESPN has a misprint for the away record, and even if you go to ESPN standings, like here, I'll just show you. See, unless they fixed it by now. But let's see, Twins. Do they still got it this way? Where are they at? They still got it this way. It's showing that they're 4-6 away, which doesn't make any sense. They're not 4-6 away, but we know Reds is 46, and that's a number that historically plays well with the Reds. So it's like, what are they doing with this? They're on 62 losses. Reds is also 62. Is this some kind of signal that the Twins are going to get to 46 wins? Like, what is this about? But what else is interesting is I was like, okay, let me see what they're really at. So I went to MLB standings, and I was like, okay, Twins. And look at this. They got their home record screwed up, 3-7, and their away record screwed up, 4-6. It's like, okay. Like, this is some deliberate manipulation. What are they signaling here? We know Reds is 46. So... on the 52 date numerology, we have Minnesota playing. We know Minnesota's 52. The Reds would have to lose 2 to get to 52 losses. But, yeah. It just makes me wonder. It makes me think, like, better sit back and observe. Something weird's going on there. But if the Twins do win today, they have a good chance to win tomorrow to get to 46 and 62 because Reds is 46 and 62. Minnesota, I do worry about the Reds losing 2 games, though, to get to 52 losses. So, the one thing about the pitchers today, Molly's next career win is 22, and we know Twins is 22 in the most pure cipher. He could pick that up today. If he did win, he'd be 9-3 for the season. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 93, the city on the 93rd meridian. So, not my favorite game, but yeah, Molly having the chance at the win is the best immediate clue in the game. But again, are the Twins going to go 46 and 62? I'd probably wait and see to what happens today. If the Twins win, I think that 46 and 62 has legs tomorrow. The Mets and the Marlins game, the Marlins are 3-1 at home versus the Mets this year. If they lost today, they'd be 3-2. We know that plays with the Marlins. Marlins 32 in the most pure. And the Mets pitcher, Walker, if he wins today, he's 8-5. Miami Marlins is 85. He'd get his 43rd career win in Florida. Florida's 43. The Marlins, what was the other 43? Oh, yeah, Marlins could fall to 4-3 versus the Mets with a loss as well. And the one thing that would be there for the Marlins today is getting to 5-2 versus the Mets on the 52 date numerology. I mean, the date numerology is hit and miss right now. So Still haven't documented a long period of consistency, but Walker has the pitcher record to win today. And the 3-2 thing also goes against the Marlins, and that's one of their better numbers. The Mets also have the chance at their 23rd away win today in case these 23s are playing all over. So 23 is a number you got to think about today. 8-3, 83, 23rd prime. Again, this Mariners and Rays, the Rays' 44th loss on Brady's 44th birthday with all the 44 stuff going on that we just documented with the Boston-Tampa Bay series makes a lot of sense, especially now realizing that Seattle and Milwaukee are connected through baseball. Again, Seattle Pilots became the Milwaukee Brewers, Milwaukee Bucks, Tampa Bay Bucks, Super Bowl White House ritual on the day of the NBA Finals concluding. So yeah, I'm thinking that's probably it's probably just the most surface level thing. The only thing that worries me about the Rays today is they can get to 1-5 versus the Mariners for the year, like Tampa's 15. Tuesday's named after Mars 15, but Kikuchi can also get his 15th career win today. So I noticed. I also looked. I just want to see if there's something going on with Russell Wilson. It's 118 days after his birthday today. Tom Brady's 118. I have a feeling they're going to meet in the playoffs. I don't know if it's NFC Championship, but something going on with these two. Probably end at the 1-yard line again. This time on a fumble. Like, oh, see, now what are you going to say, man? He could have beat Brady again, but he fumbled at the 1-yard line. The NFL moron. They'll just eat the whole narrative right up. This Patino guy on the mound, he's 3-2 for his career, 2-2 for the season. If he lost today, he'd be 3-3 for his career. Just Tampa Bay's got that 137 connection, the 33rd prime. So, if Tampa Bay did not win today, they'd stay on 34 home wins. LV 34. Brady just won Super Bowl. LV getting his 34th playoff win of his career. But yeah, the 44 thing is what jumps out the most to me. And the Angels and Rangers game, if I trusted 58 as much as I had historically, it's 58 and 85 have been doing better recently in Angels games, but they still missed several at the beginning. And today's 58 riddle goes up against some stuff. But the thing that does scare me about this game is Lyles can fall to 5-8. And historically at Angels, if there was a 58 or 85 in the game, it just beat everything else that was on the board. But it has not been that way this year. But it's still there. It could happen today. Lyles could fall to 5-8. And if he did lose, he'd get his 32nd home loss of his career, and Angels is 32 and 58. So that's the concern, but it's 52 date numerology. Yesterday was 8-2, Rangers 82, Seattle 82. Both teams won yesterday, both in the same division as well. But today's 52 date numerology, Texas Rangers 52. The Angels are on 52 wins today, so the Angels could stay on 52 against the Rangers on this 52 date numerology. I mean, on the surface, just right there, that looks good. But, again, the Lyles 5-8 thing's a big, well, now I'm not so sure. So, and Suarez, who's on the mound for the Angels, today's his 213th day of his age. You know, LA, the 213 area code. His record, though, is, yeah, it's not clear enough, so I'm leaving that one alone. Angels and Rangers. Royals and White Sox, I like this game. White Sox can get to 8-6 versus the Royals this year. 86 plays at the White Sox ballpark because the Pierce cipher, their ballpark is 86. And, you know, the other day we just had an 86 ritual with the Royals that came through. Kansas City Royals is 86 when you use the rule with S. And historically it seemed like a decent number at the Royals too. So I think the 86 plays today there. Guaranteed rate field 86. White Sox get to 8-6. And I also like that Bubic can fall to 3-5 because Chicago's 35. And I also like that Dylan Cease can get to 8-6 as well against Kansas City. And he's 16-17 for his career, Cease. So he can hit 17-17. Remember, Kansas City Royals is 59, the 17th prime number that just played for them this weekend against Toronto. Toronto swept the series, getting to 59 wins, if I'm not mistaken. So the downside of that game is the White Sox don't have a lot of value. If you're looking for the dog in that game, it's 77 because Chicago's divided into 77 neighborhoods. The 77 could go against the White Sox, but 86 is the better number in this situation. So I think the White Sox riddle looks pretty good. The Brewers are another team that are on a 23. They could stay there on 23 home losses. But again, we talked about this. I said the Pirates, I have a feeling they're going to have 44, or they're going to give the Brewers that 44th loss, by today, Brady's birthday. So think about it too, because this can happen in the Seattle game as well. Seattle can give Tampa Bay their 44th loss. We just know what they did with Milwaukee and Tampa with the Bucks riddles. Bucks are Pirates. Pirates here. Seattle's Mariners. Those are also people at sea, right? Buccaneers at sea. Pirates at sea. Mariners at sea. Maritime law, So to me, this looks like the riddle. It looks like the 44s will hit in both these games. Like I would just do a card with those two games tonight, honestly. You could throw another one on there, but this would be a good card because Milwaukee's a big favorite tonight, and Tampa Bay's a favorite. So if that riddle hits, you don't got to be greedy. That's gonna be a nice multiply right there. And if there's another game that you feel crystal clear about, I mean, you can throw it on there too. But I just that 44 in both of those to me makes a lot of sense. Brady's 44th birthday. We've been documenting the riddles. If the Brewers lose tonight, they're 5-3 at home versus the Pirates this year. Again, Milwaukee's also 53. 53 is a football number. 53-man roster in the NFL. 53 in a 30-yard wide field. Vesica Pisces equals 53 in Gematria, which is the shape of the football. And keep in mind, if the Pirates win tonight, they will get their 41st win. Super Bowl number. Another clue. Only opposition to what I'm saying is Adrian Hauser. He could get to 8-5 if that's the tribute to Brady on his birthday, because Brady's 85, National Football League's 85. But if he loses and becomes 7-6, we talked about Capricorn at the time of the Super Bowl, how it's the 10th astrological sign and it's the goat, and it was Brady's 10th Super Bowl. And when you look at the way Capricorn's symbol looks, it looks like a 76, like how he got his 7th Super Bowl going from 6 this year. And T-Mobile equals 76. He did that commercial with T-Mobile that seemed to be like spelling out that he'd won the Super Bowl with Ron Gronkowski. So, and speaking of T-Mobile, I mean, the Mariners, their ballpark is T-Mobile Park. The T-Mobile headquarters is up in Seattle. But, yeah, I got to roll with the 44 thing. I mean, in a lot of games, you got to pick between two narratives. The 44 thing just seems most likely riddle to me today on Brady's 44th. The man who's now a Pirate. And this Braves-Cardinals game, how interesting is it that Lester just got traded to St. Louis, and his first home win with St. Louis will be 97, which is the 25th prime number, and St. Louis is 25 in the most pure cipher. And it's against Atlanta, the team that gave up the 25-point lead on February 5th to Tom Brady. John Lester, this veteran in the game. It's just like, And St. Louis, right? Missouri, where Brady just beat the team from Missouri. And he beat the team from Atlanta in Super Bowl 51. Both games had the same head ref. The date numerology also, 52 date numerology today. Braves on 52 wins, Cardinals on 52 losses. They could both stay there. Pope equals 52. Cardinals serve the Pope. So, Cardinals, if they win today, you know what? I didn't write that down. Cardinals can get to 2-3 today. 23 could be big number today. And I say could, could's not the best word, but it could. It's 8-3, 83, the 23rd prime. It makes me think, okay, the fact it's on a Tuesday, maybe that makes it more relevant today. So, but yeah, Lester seems like he's playing the right city for that 97th career home win. Of course, Falcons equals 25. That's the one advantage because Braves don't have the 25 connection. But still, I'm just like, okay, city, Brady's birthday, league-wide rituals. So, definitely possible. He'd stay on 116 career losses, too. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.'s 116. Tampa, Florida's 116. Strange. The Cubs and the Rockies, if the Cubs lose 3 straight, they're going to get to 38 away losses. That's what I want to see happen. So I want to see the Cubs go down tonight. Davies worries me a little bit because he's on 43 career losses. Colorado's 43. He's facing Freeland. Freeland's 43. However, Freeland, wait a minute. What did I do? I screwed something up. I think I screwed something up when I wrote it down. This doesn't look like what I meant to write down. Let me go back and make sure I didn't screw this up. Okay, he's 34 and 38. I guess that is what it is. I forgot to write down another part of it. So, no, I'm getting confused. That's not what it is. I guess he could stay on 38 losses in Colorado. Okay. That's what it was. I had this thought and I didn't write it down, so I forgot exactly what it was. If he won today, he'd be 35 and 38 for his career. Rockies is 35 in the most pure cipher. Colorado is 38. Plus Chicago also has the 35 connection. He could get his 35th win today. So if the Rockies win, Freeland has the riddle to do it. I guess Davies could get his 44th career loss today. What if that's just what it is? Just like everybody's picking up 44 on Brady's 44th birthday. I guess sometimes you got to think about it that way because sometimes that's the way it is. It's just like, wow, it wasn't just the teams connected. It was like everything. So I guess Davies could get his 44th career loss today. But Freeland does have a decent riddle to win. I think Freeland's riddle is better than Davies. It's just Davies can stay on the 43. But again, if the Cubs lose 3 straight, 38th away loss in Colorado, 38 land. So if they lose the first two, and then in game 3 they can get 38, I mean, to me that's the home run game. But it is possible that that's exactly what's going to happen. So, and Freeland starting the series on 38 career losses, he can potentially stay right there. The Padres and the Athletics, I think the Padres got the better riddle here. Manea can get his 38th career loss tonight. San Diego's 38 in the most pure cipher. And the other thing is the 47. Both teams are on 47 losses, right? Both teams are on 47 losses. Manea is on 47 career wins. Snell's on 46 career wins. So Snell could get his 47th career win tonight. He came over from Tampa Bay, which equals 47. But this is the thing. If I type in Mars 47 years, look, I mean, I've known about this for a long time. But Mars, its orbit is every 47 years. So Mars is related to 47, and we know time's 47, and Tuesday is named after Mars. Mars equals 15 in the most pure cipher, and, 47 is the 15th prime number. So Mars 15 in the most pure, time 47, 47-year orbit. And remember, the 15th letter of the alphabet is O, which is kind of like a big circle, like an orbit. So there's something to that, and we're on a Tuesday, and the 47 goes in the favor of Snell. If Snell won, he'd stay on 34 career losses, and Athletics is 34. Biggest concern for Snell would be that he can get his 22nd career away loss, and Oakland's 22 in the most pure. The thing is, I continue to write down those stats because I still haven't looked at it long enough. Because I just recently was I able to start looking up pitchers' career home and away records so easily with StatMuse. And it seems like it's really been a hit and miss stat. And oftentimes it's like, there's been some times where I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I like everything else, but this worries me. And it's kind of like that tonight. So, and it seems like most of the time where that's happened, I was like, I shouldn't even have worried about that. I guess that stat's not that important. But the best riddle to me looks like the 47 tonight. Just knowing what I know about Tuesday and Mars and that number, and just the fact that there's so many 47s up there. And Manea can get the 38th career loss against San Diego, which also makes a lot of sense. So, the Giants and the Diamondbacks. Check this out. Madison Bumgarner equals 75 in the most pure cipher, like San Francisco Giants, who he dominated with in the postseason and won the World Series with. But 75. Madison is 75 in the most simple cipher. And if the Diamondbacks lose tonight to the Giants with Bumgarner on the mound, they'll get their 75th loss of the season. So that doesn't sound that bad, right? But But I think the Diamondbacks are going to pick up the 75th loss in the series, as we talked about before it began. It's possible that Bumgarner keeps them from getting that 75 tonight. Because the other way to look at this is Cueto can get his 96th career loss, and Diamondbacks is 96. And when you run Madison Bumgarner the opposite direction, it equals 96. So it's like, And then Bumgarner's 5-6 right now. If he got hot and won 4 straight, he could get to 9-6 for the year. So, all that's possible. The Giants, it's possible the Diamondbacks lose tonight and Bumgarner does give them 75, and then they even lose the next one and get 76 because San Francisco's 76. 76 did just play 2 times in the last series with the Astros. If that happened, the Giants would just stay on 39 losses and Arizona 39 in the most pure cipher. What's Bumgarner's jersey number? Hold on. He is number 40. The Giants could get their 40th loss versus number 40, their old pitcher, too. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, to me, I think if the Diamondbacks do pick up 75 today, they're probably going to pick up 76 tomorrow and stay on the 39. If the Giants are going to get a 40th loss, it would have to be against Bumgarner tonight. That's where the value would be. But again, I mean, if the Diamondbacks get their 75th loss, it's just a crystal clear riddle. Madison Bumgarner and San Francisco Giants 75 in the most pure, plus Madison 75. Plus we know that number's been playing with their team all year, so if the Giants do lose, though, if the 23's hot tonight, like if you see the 23 killing in the earlier games, then maybe think about a Diamondbacks upset because the Giants could get that 23rd away loss. It's one of the later games tonight that if you're on the fence about going after the value in that game, which is probably where you should be, you could wait to see what happens in the earlier games with the 23s. The Astros and the Dodgers. Super Bowl this year is in LA on the 44th day of the year, right? And remember, we were just about how it's funny how in the Atlanta game, the 25 thing can play that was part of Brady's Super Bowl history. That Super Bowl was in Houston. Houston's playing the Dodgers tonight, a recent World Series, where the Dodgers can get their 44th loss on Brady's 44th birthday, right before the season where the Super Bowl ends in LA on the 44th day of the year. So that's another thing to think about if 44s are just playing all over the league tonight. And again, if you're doing multiple parlay cards, you can have a card tonight where you're riding your favorite 44s on Brady's 44th birthday. The Astros are a team tonight that could have the 23 go against them, however. 23rd away loss. You know what's another 23? Here's another 23 since it falls this way today. Brady's 23 in the most pure cipher. So, but between 23 and 44 for Brady on his 44th birthday, I got to think 44 is more important. McCullers is 8-2 for the year. He just did that against Seattle 82, the team that won 8-2 yesterday on 8-2. But McCullers could fall to 8-3 on 8-3 if it's just going to be that surface level again. However, his next career win is 41. LA 41, Super Bowl 41. LA could potentially get the 44th loss. So I don't think the Super Bowl is going to be Brady versus Houston. Deshaun Watson is interesting, but they remember the Ravens became 10-2 against the Houstons last year on the day, leaving 102 days left in the year, and this is the 102nd season. That was the big highlight game for that story. So McCullers, for his career record, I mean, getting number 41 in LA, especially on Brady, Mr. Super Bowl's birthday, on 8-3 when Brady has a chance to become 8-3 in Super Bowls. I'll do some more homework on the Texans because I say it out loud. I'm like, you know what? Texans is another 83 like Ravens. Ravens is 83. Texans is 83. Football, 83. Only one can be in the big game. Here, just for kicks. Let's see. Since I haven't explored the Texans angle, remember Deshaun Watson was the cover athlete for ESPN magazine right before NFL season began last year. And what we were looking at before the season began is why Vegas was paying out so much for the Texans to have a 7-9 season. It's like, wait a minute, they're a playoff team last year. Now Vegas is giving you good money if they go 7-9 this year or better. It's like, what do they got planned for the Texans? Well, they had a horrible year. Hold on. Deshaun Watson, he's got the September 14th birthday. Let's see. Skull and Bones Day. Well, what Skull and Bones Day because it's 14/9. Skull and Bones is 149. Today is one day extra. Yesterday was 322 days after his birthday. Means it's 42 days to his upcoming birthday. What's his birthday to the Super Bowl? February 13th, 2022. 152 days or a span of 153. Okay. Yeah, but there's a reason why all these games where the 44s are. I mean, there's like it's not you don't have to draw too many lines to figure out how these cities factor into the legacy of Brady. So, I mean, Super Bowl 51 he beats Atlanta in Houston. Super Bowl 53 beats LA. Okay. So, just real quick, scan of the games one more time. Yankees, I'm assuming that World Series riddle is going to hit today. If it doesn't hit, it's going to make me think like, okay, are they not doing the every 20-year thing? Because this would be the sign that they are. So, the Yankees World Series riddle is, I mean, if they hit that, you better have a little bit on a future for the Yankees. If they hit this today, I mean, that's a riddle of riddles. So the Phillies and the Nationals again a little bit iffy, but if the Nationals win today, it sets them up for a narrative tomorrow as well. Zach Wheeler bothers me. Corbin has a good riddle to win. Nats, if they win, they're 7-7. DC likes that number, so they got some value. The Nationals. Again, Blue Jays, Ryu's got the riddle to get that 70th career win. Indians 70. Red Sox and Tigers. Tigers got the value. Can get to 2-2 versus Boston. I think they can win 2 in the series. Twins and Reds. I'm going to leave it alone. ESPN's doing some kind of ritual right here. If the Reds win, I'm going to be like, okay, I guess that's what they were doing, signaling the screwed up away record for the Twins with the 4-6. But again, is it like Twins are getting to 46 and 62, the Reds numbers? So Molly's got a riddle to win, but I don't know. The Twins getting to 46 and 62. I got to wait to see on today's game. If Twins win today, I'm taking them tomorrow. Unless the pitchers are too backwards. Marlins, again, number I like with the Marlins is 32. They can lose and go to 3-2 at home. I think that's the top riddle. Plus Walker can get to 8-5 in Miami Marlins 85. Got to ride the thought that the Rays are going to get the 44th loss on Brady's 44th birthday, the way they've coordinated these teams with Brady since he came to town. Angels and Rangers, I got to fade the 58 in here because I'm just fading the whole game altogether. Decent riddles on both sides, so I'm leaving alone. I like the White Sox. They're not real exciting because they're pretty big favorites, but I trust the numbers that they got up on the board for those teams, so it looks good. And again, I think the Pirates Brewers, again, Seattle and Milwaukee connected through the MLB, both in games where a 44 can get picked up in tribute to Brady. So I think Pirates can upset the Brewers there and give them the 44th loss. And Braves and Cardinals, Lester, perfect career home win if he gets it done tonight for St. Louis. And Cardinals are the dogs as well, so one of the teams I like tonight are dogs. Yeah, again, in this game, I got to lean Rockies. Rockies, they're slight favorites here in this one. But Kyle Freeland's got the riddle to win, and Cubs got a narrative to get swept and get to 38 losses. And then Padres, A's, I'm going with the 47. Snell gets the 47th career win in a game where 47's all over the place. And Manaea gets the 38th career loss against San Diego. Giants and Diamondbacks, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let it go. It could just be that 75 thing, and I hope it is, because it's just like, I mean, this is one you'll be able to wake your friends and family up with. You'll be like, they'll just get it. It'll just be so clear. You'll be like, look at that. Madison Bumgarner, the San Francisco Giants star pitcher, now on the Diamondbacks. I mean, just 75. But most simple cipher, you guys. The most pure cipher. Madison in the most simple. Madison Bumgarner, 75 in the most pure. Just like San Francisco Giants. I mean, if they get the 75th loss with him on the mound, it's just... How can your friends and family not get it? He'd fall to 5-7 for the season. You know, the reflection of 7-5. Giants were the only team with 57 wins at the All-Star break. He was the reason, like, when they won their last World Series, he was the story for why. You know, he could pitch like every damn game, every inning, help them get through all the tough spots. So... Was he the World Series MVP? Let me see something. Yeah, in 2014 he was the World Series MVP 7 years ago. And MVP's got the 15. Today's 15 Mars Day. Mars is 5115 like MVP. Mars got the 57 connection as well, since it's Mars Day. Yeah, the only thing is, again, he's number 40 and the Giants get the 40th loss, so... They really couldn't have scripted the riddle any better, because it's like, damn, there's a decent thing on each side, but... Yeah, and then I'll tell you what, I really do want to see all these 44s come through. As much as I hate Brady, if they do all this tonight with the 44s, if it hits in the Seattle game, if it hits in the Milwaukee game, if it hits in the Dodgers game, to me, like, I don't think we need to see anymore. The Cowboys Chiefs has a great, interesting narrative, and it wasn't bad research. We already got a future in for it anyway, but if this hits tonight, all these 44s, I think this overtakes the Cowboys, even though they got the WrestleMania in Dallas and everything. But yeah, I think Brady. Remember when we first started looking at that, the Super Bowl was on a different date too. It wasn't on the 44th day of the year, and it was 56 days from that WrestleMania. Maybe they decided they're like, fuck it, let's just do Brady this year too. And they changed the NBA Finals date on us also. We might have them shifting their plans. Because, again, you guys, you have to look at the reality of it too, man. If we did continue to just dominate everything like the way we have, at the rate we have, I mean, they know that eventually people would be like, holy shit, okay, we got to figure out what's going on here. There's obviously something to this. The dummies, they needed to be 100% every time, or then they have an excuse to go, oh, see, he might have got the last save, but then he missed that one, so maybe it's all just a coincidence. These zombies talk. Okay, looking at the lines today. Again, I'm still, there's a long ways to go with reading the lines. Milwaukee's negative 190. Again, Wynn's got that 19, but we'll see. We'll see if Milwaukee wins tonight with that. We'll see. Just the things I've heard. St. Louis has the plus 100 next to him, which has won in the majority of games in the last week. Cubs got the 115. Colorado's got the 135 tonight. Got a 909 next to him. Illinois, 99. Chicago Cubs, 91. 910 next to Colorado. Arizona's got a 140 next to them. San Francisco's got a 911. Arizona in the 911 World Series. Wow, the Yankees. Wow. Is that cannot be the line after they pulled Cole, that became the line? What in the world? That is ridiculous. Baltimore pays a fortune if they get stuck on 56 for coronavirus. But isn't it a joke how Yankees are on 56 wins and the Cuomo sexual harassment 56 story today? And then New York, you got to have a vaccine if you want to go to a restaurant or a gym today. And the Yankees, I mean, it just shows you just how perfectly scripted it all is together. Baltimore, where Johns Hopkins is. That's the biggest price I've seen this year for a baseball game. In this World Series riddle. Seattle got the 115, 135 in their game as well. Cubs and Colorado both have the same type of line. And we've seen those lines like where one team does one thing and the opposite happens. So we're thinking the road team wins in the Tampa game, or at least I am with the 44 Seattle. And the Bucks, if they made it to the Super Bowl, would be the road team this year in LA because they counted as the home team last year at home. Rockies would win in that one. Texas has the 22 next to him playing the Angels 22. Kansas City's got the 23 next to him. They got the 180. So far, we haven't seen that 180s really upsetting. Minnesota Cincy also has the 115, 135. Those three games all have that line. Cincy's got the 26 next to him, 926. Reds is 26. Padres got a 27 next to him. Padres is 27. Houston Dodgers got the 115, 135 as well. 4 of those games have that line tonight. But yeah, nothing really standing out to me in terms of numbers. If you're keeping track of the daily record with the line numbers, there could be something like that. But I don't see anything that's... we'll see if the 190 or the 180 means anything tonight. Those are just numbers I've heard about that have certain meanings, but so far in my observation period, which hasn't been long enough, I haven't seen the patterns that I heard about. So, here, let's interact with the chat. We'll take some calls. So if you guys really want something to be known in the chat tonight, just post it right now and I'll read it out. And in about 5 minutes, I'll open up the phone line, but we'll just do these first 5 minutes with the chat. If you got something great in the chat, share it now, and I will make sure everyone's aware of it and who shouted it out. Jonathan says, what's the Dodgers 44 ritual? Again, the Super Bowl's in LA on the 44th day of the year, and it's Brady's 44th birthday. And Super Bowl 56 is in LA, so we're just seeing if all these 44s play all over the place on Brady's 44th birthday. Remember, Lightning's 44. They just went back-to-back. Last year, the Lightning won 44 days after the Bay Area burned up. Hey, what's up, man?
Same old shit, man. Hey, I'm really interested in that Giants game tonight because remember the shit Rod was talking about?
Where you write it out, right?
Well, I've only observed it one time, and it didn't work, and it was with the Phillies. That was the 140 that did not win. Well, tonight it's with the Giants. The Giants' rotation number equals 160, and that's what their opening line was.
What's their number again tonight? Here, I'll look it up.
I don't know. I think it's like 9. It might be 911 or something. I can't
It
remember.
is. So 911. 911. So it's got the 160, and their thing is negative 160. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
We'll see if that comes in. I'm not going to play it because I don't trust it. I mean, the first time I did it, it didn't work. So, I mean, this stuff that, man, I don't know, people saying they were just killing on that. Or maybe it was just when I played it, but it didn't work when I tried it.
Okay. You know what I just realized out 911? It equals 56 in the most pure cipher and 110 like how tall the World Trade Centers were. I don't know if I ever noticed that before. Getting the 3 planes that hit buildings add up to 263, the 56 prime. So,
Man, I'll tell you what, this year, man, 2021, he really exposed these Jesuits, man. I mean, you just know their numbers left and right now.
They're so redundant.
Yeah, at 56, it's just like they stripped everything around. They're puppets, all of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What do you think about all the 44s on Brady's birthday?
What was that about Brady?
What do you think about the 44s on Brady's birthday?
Yeah, those look pretty decent, man.
Yeah, I forgot about the Milwaukee Brewers, how they used to be the Seattle Pilots.
Right. That makes a lot of sense, too.
Yeah.
Hey, there was something else I saw the other day. Is it the IHF? What is it? Oh, God, what is it? I'll look here real quick. This is something that I thought was pretty hilarious. It's off topic, but let me see if I see it. Did you know that, the NIA, right? The NIA?
Uh-huh.
There's 27 of those institutes around the country. Like
really?
One of them is the National Institute of Aging, NIA, but there's 27 of them, Zach.
Go figure.
I know, just like 27 of the fucking Jesuit universities, right?
Yeah, perfect.
And I found that when I was looking more into Kerry Mullins. And one of these things said a leader in aging research, and then it goes NIA, one of the 27 institutes and centers of NIH.
Huh.
But yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting. So we already know, but it just clarifies it more and more every day.
Indeed. Yeah. So
that's all I had, man. I'm curious on that Giants game, if that's going to come through or not.
Keep an eye on it.
Any consistency to that.
Yeah. Well, appreciate the observation. Thanks, Al.
All right, man. Have a good one now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Walker Buehler can fall to 11-2 tonight. Houston is 112 in the most simple cipher, and it also connects to Super Bowl. So that's another good observation about the 1-1-2 with Walker Buehler if they go down. Twin Super Bowls, the Barber twins in the NFL. What they play for? The Bucks and the Giants? I think that is right. Bucks and Giants. Running back, defensive back. I don't know how you can fall to 5-6 in your last 10 when 5-6 is in 11 games, right? You can fall to 5-6 in the last 11, I suppose. But I see what you're saying. They could fall to 5-6 in their last X amount of games. Okay. Oh yeah, the black cat ritual. We covered that in a big way when it happened. Big old 39 ritual. Yeah, everything you're saying about the Angels with the 58, I get all that, but again, it's just the 52 date numerology. Texas Rangers and the Angels could stay parked on 52 wins as well. So, to me, I mean, if you like the 5-8 side, historically, I would have took the 5-8 side because the Angels 58 used to be that consistent, but it just hasn't been good enough this season that I know it's going to override the 52 thing. Let's see. I see number of the beast ritual with the Angels pitcher. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, John Lester's record all-time versus the Braves. That's a good thing you looked up. So that also goes with the Lester thing. John Lester career record versus Braves. Yeah, good one. He could become 8-3 on 8-3. The only downside about that is St. Louis has the 74 connection, but it is 8-3 today. Lester is 7-3 versus Braves for career. 8-3 date. But again, St. Louis is 74, so it's still, the 25 thing's what jumps out to me. It's just like how perfect that he can get that win. And the 52s too. 52s there on the Cardinals side. John Lester career. Let's see what he has at home. Career home record versus Braves. 2-2 at home. Okay. Yeah, the Giants pitcher. Yeah, I got that in the notes that he can fall to 7-6. That is possible. So. $64-44 today. The kill numbers on 8-3. Is that what you're saying? I see what you're saying. Who is it that would become 64-44? Is that like Tampa? Oh, that's the Dodgers. Dodgers would do 64-44. I didn't think about it that way. That's interesting. And notice that a police officer is murdered next to the Pentagon, the nation's military department, on 8-3, right? The song Murder by Numbers by the Police in 83. And then on 8-3, a police officer murdered in the national headlines. It's just, come on, man. Pentagon equals 38. City on the 38th parallel north. Today can be in 3-8 as well. Okay, so yeah. Oh, the Brewers would do 64-44 as well. They'd do 64-44. And so would the Rays. All three of those teams would go 64-44. Interesting. Yeah. A lot of bodies piled up for Brady. Oh, Boston's another team. Boston's another team that could get to 64-44 today. Let's think about this. There are 4 teams that can become 64-44 today. Boston, Tampa, with loss. All right, with loss. Boston's with a win. Milwaukee with loss. Dodgers with loss. We have LA, Milwaukee, Tampa, Boston. Do all of these cities connect to Tom Brady? Well, again, just the Boston, Tampa, LA thing are all easy through this year's Super Bowl in LA, and the fact that he's beat LA in a Super Bowl. He beat Milwaukee, essentially, if you want to call Green Bay Milwaukee, just because they're both in Wisconsin, in the NFC Championship last year. And then the whole Bucks thing this year. You know, let me see something else. I think somehow I screwed up with one of the things I said about the Bucks. NBA standings. Why would Steph Curry get all this money all of a sudden now? It's just like, come on, man. Don't you remember how he lost you the finals against Toronto? And did he get $215 million, you guys, while his brother's playing in Philly? Isn't that the Philly area code, and isn't Golden State, the Warriors, originally from Philly? Don't you see how stupid it is? I mean, how many times have I talked about Steph Curry, Philadelphia? Now he's got the Philadelphia area code contract. I mean, come on, man. But hold up. NBA standings. The Bucks. No, it is right. It is right. They won 46 games in the regular season, so they won their 62nd game winning the championship. Somebody told me they won 48 in the regular season and my count was off. But they won 46. So yeah, you win 16 in the playoffs. So they did have 62, just like we were saying, the Buccaneers number. Okay. And that was part of the reason we had so much confidence they were going to win that game 6 because of 62. So I was right. Whoever wrote you guys want to know what else somebody did today? They're probably listening right now. For the person out there who did this today, you didn't even hardly waste any of my time, but you wasted several restaurants' times. Somebody called every pizza shop today in Yakima and had them deliver me pizzas because they have my phone number and my address and my name. So all these different pizza shops they called today and had them deliver pizzas to my house. And again, it's just, I mean, you wasted all those people's time. So, yeah, and it's just, I mean, you wasted a little bit of my time, but yeah, I mean, just what a, I mean, stupid move. They ordered pepperoni pizza from all these different restaurants today. I mean, just retarded. If you're out there, I'm telling you, that doesn't I mean, it bothers me that you're that much of an idiot, but realize you wasted other, like, you're trying to fuck with me, but you really fucked with other people today, restaurants and driving around, and just you got, I mean, the people who troll me are truly retarded. That was a really retarded prank that was not very impactful against me, but just wasted other people's time, man. Poor hardworking people. That's who you're fucking with? I mean, pathetic. And just wasting food, too. You might have got the driver a free pizza. Who knows? But, yeah, it's just... The only one of these 64s and 44s that's different, but we really do got to think about that. Boston staying on 44 losses in Detroit on Tom Brady's 44th birthday. I'm glad we at least brought this up. Boston can stay on 44 losses on Brady's 44th birthday, plus Detroit equals 44. You know, they're playing a 44 city. They could also get their 23rd away loss. Brady 23. I don't know where Tom Brady'd fit in with Detroit. I guess he went to Michigan. He went to Michigan. Red Sox would stay on 30 away losses. Tampa 30. But yeah, again, if you're doing the multiple card strategy, you could think about a card with all these 44s in case they all do hit. That would be Boston winning today, staying on the 44. Boston's the only 44 that would be a win today, which is interesting. Tampa would lose, Milwaukee would lose, Dodgers would lose. Remember the Boston-LA World Series? Boston won 4-1. That was 99 days before the Super Bowl that year where Brady was 41 and he won it. And that was the 99th NFL season. So Boston, LA, Tampa, Milwaukee. That's the ritual this year. Just trying to think about really how all this goes together. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a case for Cowboys and Chiefs, absolutely. But with all the stuff they're doing with Brady, it's just like last year when they started to do all this stuff with baseball and the Super Bowl and NHL. It's just like, wow, they're really doing it again. So Nate's likes all the 30-22s. Those do hit a lot of the time, but not all the time. So. I do remember that, how the cat team started dominating after that black cat ritual. We were covering that at the time. I mean, we were all over what they were doing. We're like, come on. We'll cover all the NFL stuff before it happens. The Cowboys still had that great riddle for week one because, again, it's that 102 ritual to start the 102nd season when Cowboys is 102. I think Brady can fall to 10-2 at home in week one if he loses to the Cowboys. Cowboys 102, 102nd season. Because, I mean, it doesn't mean that Brady's going to dominate the whole year. Look at how the Bucs were last year, you know. Started off slow, looked bad. Everyone thought we were wrong. And, like, you know, the trolls were like, oh, how about those Bucs and Brady this year, dumbass? And then they all turned to crickets until the Lakers lost. But, yeah, I mean, the Bucs could start off slow again this year. So, I didn't keep any of the pizzas they brought me today. They were all pepperoni pizza. I told all the only one of them said I could keep the pizza. I said it's okay, man. I said if you can eat it or somebody else needs a pepperoni pizza, I said I don't even eat pepperoni pizzas. So. Well, the Royals aren't going to stay on 59 losses all season, are they? The Bumgarner's name has, but his name is 75 and the most pure like San Francisco Giants, right? You can't just overlook that the Diamondbacks can get their 75th loss of the season against the Giants with Bumgarner on the mound, who played for he's known for playing for the Giants. So that's why it's hard. I mean, the 40 thing's there, but the 75 thing's there too, so. Martin has a good observation about the Reds if they won today and tomorrow based on their schedule. That's a good observation, Martin. So Martin said if the Reds win today, they're 58-50, and then they play Pittsburgh next. And Pittsburgh is, 50-58. Pittsburgh is 50-58. Definitely got to add that to the notes. Reds play Pittsburgh after 2 games versus Twins. Pittsburgh equals 58-50. Reds would be 58-50 if they won both. Yeah, it's possible. If they win today, that's probably exactly what's going to happen. I mean, they could also lose today and tomorrow, and then they'd have 52 losses versus Minnesota, and then maybe they go in and win 2 against Pittsburgh to get to 58. But yeah, that 58-50 is very possible. We are seeing a lot of teams go in with usually just one number that attaches to the opponent. In this case, it would be both. So Tyler Mahle does have the riddle to get his 22nd career win today. So go with your guns, Martin. But yeah, it's a good observation. There you go. So Love says that there was a grand slam in last night's game. That's right. We were looking at that line yesterday because it was negative 154. And Ron made the point about the 57 too. That was in the Giants game yesterday. Where did the Giants go? Where are they at? Yeah, so the Giants had that negative 154 yesterday. I forgot to add the screenshots to yesterday's post. But 154 is the grand slam number, and because we were saying that was the weirdest line of the day, and then there ended up being a grand slam in the game. Good catch. Here, let's see how that went down yesterday. Let's see. 11-8. Barry Bonds. Hold on. Where's our grand slam at? Right here. Boom. Dickerson hit a grand slam in the 5th. So the Giants had 7 runs in the 5th after the grand slam, right? 7 in the 5th after the grand slam. San Francisco Giants 75. Diamondbacks got the 75 connection too, now that I think about it. Yeah, Diamondbacks got and against the Diamondbacks, what a joke. What a joke. That's the other 75 that could fit into today's riddle is, Diamondbacks is 75. So, Itachi, your Diamondbacks 40 is not out of the question, but man, all those 75s, we'll see. We'll see. How about this guy for the Giants? Let's see. Dickerson, Giants. Was there any alignment with that guy? May 26th birthday. It's a big day this year, the day of the lunar eclipse. Let's see. May 26th to 68 days. I don't think that relates to Grand Slams. But yeah, 154 in the line and the game gets a Grand Slam. Interesting. Keep an eye on if that's anything. If there's a prop bet for a Grand Slam in a specific game, that's got to pay a pretty decent amount. Okay. Let's see. May 26, 102 days from Super Bowl 56. Okay. There was a big shooting that day in the news. Phillies picked up 214th all-time R. Road win versus Nationals on the 214th day of the year. Let's see. Phillies road record versus Nationals all time. Yeah, they did. They got the 214th win yesterday on the 214th day of the year. COVID vaccine 214. Yesterday they hit the milestone. COVID vaccine also equals 70. It hit 70%. Melinda Gates 214 got officially divorced yesterday. That's a good catch too. 214. So today they could get 215 on the 215th day of the year, huh? Okay. And that's the Phillies area code. Oh, and we just saw that Steph Curry got the $215 million contract today. On the 250. Oh, come on, man. Come on. My brain was a little bit slow with that. But now I just saw the 215 and forgot it was the 215th day of the year. What a fucking joke, man. God, this shit is stupid. What do you mean sports are rigged by numbers? You sound you sound paranoid. Sound paranoid because I can count the fucking days? Because I've been talking about for 10 fucking years almost how Steph Curry and the Warriors and Philly and all this shit. I mean, come on, man. Philadelphia area code 215. Oh my God. All right, well, we got to jot that one down. That could be what's going on. And Philly's got that 23 chance today, too, where 23 could be hot. All right, I got to upgrade the Phillies here. That's a good catch, Martin. What was the score yesterday? Man, these people, man. Nationals went down 5-7, okay. Phillies picked up 214th road win versus Nationals all time yesterday on 214th day of year. They can pick up 215th today on 215th day of year. That means tomorrow they get 216. 216. 6 times 6 times 6, 216. Philly is 215 area code. And again, it is 65 days after Wheeler's birthday, and that's the Philadelphia other number, 65. So, you know what? I mean, Corbin has a pretty decent riddle there, but God, this 215 thing I think is probably it. Especially since Steph Curry got $215 million today. I mean, what else could they be doing with this? What a joke. What a joke. Here, how many days is it from his birthday today? His birthday's Pi Day, March 14th. And on Brady's birthday, too, it's 142 days after his birthday. Wardell. Okay. Well, that's a great catch with the. I didn't know that about the Phillies all-time road wins versus the Nationals. That's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah. So we can learn a lot today. If the Yankees win, we can learn a whole lot from that if they win today. That's interesting, Keith, about if Seattle smashed the Rays. Yeah, maybe. New York Yankees 70, Yankees 60. Yeah, you're right, Martin. I mean, that's a great catch because that's Philly's area code, and now it makes so much sense with what they're doing with Steph Curry today. The numbers all open. I opened the number a while ago. Um, Here, none of the calls coming through. Here, let me reset it. I thought you guys just weren't calling in. I thought you guys were just interacting with the chat. All right, here I did it again. I reset it. Unless something's just going on with the phone today. Maybe it only works for pizza delivery. $607.
Yeah, our most popular battery.
Yeah.
My bad. In the Tampa Bay Rays game, the thing that scares me about the Rays possibly not losing to get that 44 is the numbers for the starting pitchers combined to 79, and Tampa Bay is 79, and Kikuchi can get to 9 and 7 all time on the road.
I see, like the 25th prime, like Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things there. I'm just riding with the 44 ID on Brady's 44th birthday. That's the thought.
Right. And the Yankees pitcher actually got scratched twice today. Here's another 56-70 thing. Because the Yankees' new pitcher, his last name is Gill. His name is something. Hold on. Let me get it up here again. But it's 56 and 70, the new pitcher for tonight. Luis Gill. His full name is Luis Angel Gill. And it's 56 and 70. And so the Yankees could stay on 56 wins. And don't the Orioles have to win one of these next two to get that 39?
Well, they could have got swept to get to 39 away losses, but they won yesterday. I see, yeah. So their next, if they get one more win, they get 39. Yeah.
Right, like, that's what I was saying, thinking yesterday, because they could have got swept right and got their 39. And I'm like, if that doesn't come true, then they'd have to get, could 239 possibilities miss? Like one already did. And, now the second one would have to be, the...
Yeah, but they don't have to get the 39th win today. I mean, again, the whole thing is perfectly lined up for World Series if that's what happens today, so...
Right, yeah, I think they could win today and then lose tomorrow, but I think the 39 has to come through, but maybe not. And, that's pretty much all I had. In the Twins-Reds game, if the Reds win, they'll be 8-5 in interleague play, like Twins.
Twins 85, that's a good catch. And,
Thanks, but I'm not sure. I've seen some conflicting things in that game, and this Red Sox Tigers series. I think the Tigers are gonna win too. It's just I'm trying to figure out which one they're gonna lose, because I could see the Tigers winning the first two, and then on 8-5 the Red Sox winning to give the Tigers their 58th loss on 8-5. So it's kind of tough.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to let some other people get in. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Again, you guys, we don't need to drag on about what games are tough. Like, call in to help out. There's other people calling in. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
What's up?
Hey, real quick. It's not sports related, but I wanted to know if you caught this today. The martial arts black actor Michael John White.
Yeah, son dead at 38.
His son died at 38. But here's the funny thing: he announced it 2 days ago on that guy on
Vlad.
YouTube that
Vlad.
Yeah, he announced it. Yeah, Vlad TV. That piece of whatever. So he announced that 2 days ago. But all the articles are coming out today. Like literally, like he announced it today or something. They're like, 5 hours ago, Michael John White has revealed that his son died during a couple of months ago during COVID. And today is 8/3. I'm like, are you serious?
So today it's in the mainstream, huh?
Today it's in the mainstream. Like, if you look at all the articles, literally some of them are saying, this 5 hours ago, Michael John White has told us that his son
Everybody,
died.
that's how they do it, man. So they wait till today. The mainstream can't report until it's the right day to report. He broke the rules going on Vlad early, I guess. So.
Man, I was just like, look at this shit here.
Yeah. Good observation.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up.
Appreciate it, man. Good eyes. Thank you.
All right.
Gematria is undeniable. What's up, 502?
What's going on, Zach? How's it going today?
It's going all right.
All right. Also, with that Rays and Mariners, the Seattle, if they sweep, they can get the 26 away win. Then Yankees equal 26.
Going to the Yankee series.
And yes, and also if they sweep, they'll be 7-0, and Tropicana Field equals 70.
Right.
And the Astros, if they win both games of this is a 2-game series with the Dodgers. If they win both games, they'll be 32-20 on the road for the year.
32-22, right?
I was just looking at the records on the score app. Yes, my bad. That was my bad on that one.
Well, the thing is, the Dodgers will get to 20 home losses, and Astros is 20 in the most pure cipher. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the other one I was gonna say. Yeah, I looked at that one wrong. But that's all I had on that, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, see you. Okay, but yeah, again, the 44s on Brady's 44th birthday, they could just be the slap in the face riddle. So we see how all 4 games have a line back to Tampa Brady. 984.
What's going on with that?
What's up?
Not much. Got a few decos wanted to share with you.
Okay.
I was hearing the Twins and the Reds game.
Uh-huh.
I'm leaning Twins. In the all-time series, the Twins can improve to 15-15.
I saw that with the Mars thing.
Yeah, and then the Reds can fall to 8-5 at home in the all-time series. Twins equals 85 on the day, leaving 8 weeks, 5 days remaining in the season.
Hold on, did I have that for the home record? Let me see. What do I got? Where's my game at? You're right. They could fall to 8-5 at home. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one. Yeah.
And then the Twins' last head-to-head win against the Reds was 6 weeks, 1 day ago. And today leaves 61 days remaining in the season. if the Twins sweep this series, which is a 2-game series, they improve to 22-32 away. Twins equals 22-32. And then Rocco Baldelli can improve to 3-3 all time versus David Bell on the 3rd.
Okay.
And then the Twins can remain on 62 losses while the Reds remain on 26 home runs. Reds equals 26 and 62.
My thing for this game is I think whoever wins today probably wins tomorrow. I still think this game's dangerous. You got great observations, but yeah, there's some things going both ways that are tough.
Yeah, I agree with that. Whoever wins today will sweep it. And then for the Braves game, Cardinals manager Mike Shields can remain on 215 wins. Today is the 2015 day of the year. Atlanta Braves equals 215.
Atlanta Braves equals 215?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mike Shields can remain on 115 home wins. St. Louis equals 115. And then I got an upset for the Indian game. I think they upset again today because if it's through the managers, the head-to-head record right now, they are Francona is 8-3 all time versus Montoya. So if he wins today and then drops the last two, which is a 4-game series, it becomes 9-5. Blue Jays equals 95.
Okay.
Yeah, and then today is the 103rd day of Francona's age. They can pick up the 103rd away win in the all-time series. 103 to 27 prime. They can improve to 27 away win in the season series. Zach Plesac, the starting pitcher for the Indians, can improve to 5-2 away on 52 Dayton runs. And Montoya he can fall to 83 all-time home losses, while Francona remains on 830 away losses all time on 8-3. That's kind of like, wow, can you go against that?
Yeah, those are good observations.
Yeah, I just wanted to share those up.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, I'll see it. All right, Schilt is on 215 career wins. That's the where is he? The St. Louis manager's on 215 wins, 215th day of the year, playing the Atlanta Braves. Again, I hate to go off managers because they're so misleading. So, again, Lester does have the riddle to win today, but that is interesting. Do the Braves play well on the 215th day of the year? Greg says, any realization on 238 yet? No, I don't know. I know we know there's something with Kobe and Jordan and the number popping up in their places, but I still don't know what it means. Yeah, the manager stuff is always interesting. It's never been reliable in my opinion, but it's interesting. The Aaron Boone thing I give more weight to today because it's a big World Series ritual that's just like absolutely perfect with the day of the year and the team's win record. So 732.
City Judd.
Hello.
Hello, you can hear me clearly?
I hear you. What's up?
Yeah, today I had the Angels over the no, I got the Rangers. For the win today?
Okay, so that changes. I mean, well, based on what? You got the Angels, then the Rangers, but what's it based on?
Nah. I got the Rangers. Because they get their 40th to win, and Tuesday equals 40.
Okay. All right.
LA,
Appreciate it, man. You have a good one. You have a good one. I'm gonna let Rod get in. Like, I can't even take the call seriously, man, because he's like, I got that. Wait, no, I got that. I mean, it's just like, you can't even call and tell me which team you really got. I mean, and then he's gonna go to the Tuesday 40 thing. You remember the last time a guy called in about this and what happened? It's just like, I don't even believe that phone call. I'm sorry, man. If you were serious, I didn't sound serious to me. Plus, he made me miss Rod's call. I want to hear what Rod's got to say. Rod, it's Zach.
I was good. What's good, Zach? How you doing?
Yeah, what's up?
Good. Couple things. Really, I just got some questions. I got 2 questions for you. I want to pick your brain. So yesterday, Arizona fell to 33 and 74, and I know you talk about those numbers a lot. But what makes those numbers come together? That 33 and 74.
A lot of things. Just like Jesus and cross and all the Jesus numbers are 74. And then at age 33 and out of the 50 states, the only one that equals 74 is the 33rd state. And then just a bunch of other stuff, too. It's just numbers that always come together, 74 and 33.
Yeah, because I know Mason or Freemason was 74. I thought it was something.
Well, that's true. That's true, too. Masonic 74, Masonry 33. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The World Trade Center's on the 74th meridian that lasted for 33 years, you know.
Okay, I see. So it's just countless examples with the 74. I know you talked about. It's been so long since I read your book, but I didn't know what was the specific thing about the 74 and 33. But it's no specific thing. It's just a whole bunch.
It's a bunch of things too. It's like London 74. It's divided into 33 neighborhood areas. There's just so many examples of 74 and 33.
Okay, yeah, because that's what happened with the Arizona record yesterday. That's what I forgot. I left off when they did that. Arizona fell to 33 and 74.
I'm an idiot for not seeing that too. That should have been screaming out. So
the
city on the 33rd parallel. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. See. I knew it was something with that place.
And they got their 33rd home loss. Come on, man.
So check this out, Zach. This is what I wanted to show you. So this is a question, and. So, because we got a football game on Thursday, the Hall of Fame game. So, if you
hold on, Rod, is it the 30? Did that game burn you yesterday?
No.
Okay.
I had the Brewers.
Okay, good job.
I had the Brewers and Giants as the lean, Giants in the over as the lean, but that didn't burn me.
What was your thing about the Brewers game yesterday?
Well, if you look at the, I know you don't look at it, Zach, but if you look at the division, it'll blow your mind. If you look at the Central Division, Brewers improved to 30 and 17, gave the Pirates the 66 loss.
I see, 317, 66 prime.
Yep, and 11 and 3 versus Pirates, and picked up the 30th home win. And Pirates fell to 11 and 30 in the Central, like 1 and 3. So it was all there with the Central Division and stuff like that.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was there. But look, so this is what I wanted to show you. So if you go to Vegas Insider, NFL, Vegas odds, it's gonna give you that first game, the preseason coming up. I got all the coaches' records too for the preseason.
But yeah, because I was working last year. We're like, wow, the preseason looks like it's scripted.
Exactly. I remember you called that one with Belichick. But now I just got a question for you, Zach. We know we learning this stuff. The thing about it, we not new to Gematria. We new to the money lines and the rotations. But as a question I have for you. Okay, we see the first game on. I don't know if you got it pulled up, but it's the very first game. We got the 101, the 102 Cowboys in Pittsburgh. Okay, so if this was a test and you had to pass this test to move to the next level, what would you, using that rotation number, what would you think it played? Because we know Cowboys is 102.
And it's the 102nd season as well. Yeah, it's like, what's up with that?
Yeah, but they talking, but that's what I'm saying. So if it was a test question, which way would you go on this? Would you play the 102 or would you fade the 102?
I would look at the preseason stats and see what the record is. You gotta figure out where we got those again.
Right.
So.
Right. I'm just looking at basically at your number with the 102. They put the first game of the season in Cowboys 102. It's like right there. We should know where they're going. You know what I mean? I feel like right there is a sign where we are elite, or we can pass that test to get to that next level. I feel like automatic.
Cut out. That game's on August 5th. That game's on 8-5, National Football League. Well, I got to look up the Cowboys and Steelers records in Super Bowls. I think the Steelers are 6-2. Cowboys won 4 or 5 Super Bowls. Let's see if there's something to that. Cowboys Super Bowl record. Cowboys are 5-3 in Super Bowls. Steelers.
And then they, like you said, it's 8-5 or 5-8. Pittsburgh 58. So just with that date and that rotation number, to me it leaned Pittsburgh, but
Well, because it's the 102nd season, so you're thinking they get the first win of the year for the 102nd
No, but
season.
this is what I think. It's Cowboys is 102.
Right.
So I'm thinking they beat the Cowboys with the 102 rotation number.
Okay. Oh, it was first game
No,
of the
I don't
102nd season too.
Yeah. So like I said, so what would you do just blindly looking at it? Would you play the 102 or would you fade the 102?
Again, I don't know because I never looked at the rotation numbers with the NFL, so it's just like.
But I know, but I'm saying we know the gematria, so we know Cowboys equals 102. I'm just saying if you had to take a wild guess, knowing that Cowboys is 102, 102nd season, would you fade it or would you play it?
Again, I only know what to do if I only know what to do if I have like a historical thing to look at. I mean, that's how I started calling games.
I see. I see. Yeah, you just want to go through your. Yeah, I just feel like, and I don't know which way it's gonna go, but I just feel like without even looking at the coach's record, with them putting the very first game at 101 and 102 rotation, and the Cowboys happen to be in that same game. That's just like you were just saying. It's so how they did the Steph Curry with the 215 on the 215 day. That's how I look at that game. But I'm not. You know
well,
what I mean?
that's why if I just had to pick, I'd say, well, you know what? It's the 102nd NFL season, and that's the number next to Pittsburgh. So to me, that seems like maybe what they're doing. That would have to be my guess. I wouldn't say it's because Cowboys is 102. I'd just say because it's the 100, and they are playing the 102 team. They got the 102 number, and they're playing the 102 team. So
right. Same thing here. So, yep, I think it don't have to go that way, but just right there on the surface. And I believe it probably will, but I just wanted to see how would you look at it.
The other thing is, it is true that the date can be written 5/8 and Pittsburgh's 58. Kevin Green died last year at age 58, so.
Yep. So, Thursday, not tomorrow, but we probably want to look at some baseball and see if it corresponds. But I just believe right there with the 5/8 and that 102 rotation, I believe because Tomlin, I know what he is. He's 31 and 23, Zach. He's 30. So I know his record by heart, but
his preseason record.
Yeah, his preseason record, 31. You can look it up. Just do NFL preseason record, and it'll be Walter Football Camp pop up with all the coaches. His record is 31 and 23. And I couldn't make it. I couldn't make no sense. I didn't get anything. I thought the Cowboys had that 32 connection. But no, I don't know what to make of that. Well,
America's 32 and NFL's 32. You know, America's team.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it was. Okay. But I just really want to focus in to show you how they use that 102, and just to show you that we're gonna have to start keying in on the rotations and like that even in the football season, because that's no coincidence, Zach. Just like the 215 today with Steph Curry, that 102 in that box is telling us something. But we just got to get better as a community and just stay down on this stuff so we could be able to read the simple stuff, and we don't even have to go through all the extra stuff, because sometimes it's just right there, Zach, just right there.
Yeah, I know that's true. You said Mike Tomlin's record was what on the Walter Football?
31 and 24.
31 and 24. This website must not be up to... This website has a different record for him, but I'm not sure it's up to date. They got him at 24, 26 and 1.
Oh yeah, that's not it. No, that's not it. It's let me get you the direct website. I was just looking at it.
But here's the Walter Football one.
Yeah, it should say preseason. You should, and it'll have all the names. It's just gonna have all the coaches' names.
Yeah, they got him at 31 and 23 on this site.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's 23 then. I knew it was 31 for sure, and I know Steelers is 31. So I was thinking, and he got that 31st win last year to end the preseason. So.
And McCarthy is coaching the Cowboys. Where's his record? There he is, 28 and 23. Yeah, but it will be interesting to see what happens with that 102. Maybe 102 will be a killer rotation number all year. I've never looked at this in the past. Like, I don't know what 101 did last year in the 101st season, but...
Exactly. It's crazy they put a double 102 because I didn't even realize it was the 102nd season this year, but I would have got that down. But
yeah, I realized that the rotation numbers every NFL week aren't going to start in the hundreds, so they're doing that for this preseason game, so it's like, okay, that seems deliberate. That seems deliberate.
Yep. Yep. So we'll just pay attention and see what they do Thursday. And I just wanted to get before information from you and then show you that 102. So
Yeah, that's a good observation. So Pittsburgh with the 102. We'll see. All right, appreciate it, Rod. Thanks, man. I think he cut out. Shoot, he cut out. His phone cuts out a little bit. Next week, the week after, they're 105. Why is it then in my mind? I'm like, is it Steelers that's 105? No, it's not it. Is there something about Pittsburgh and 105 as well? No, I guess I'm making things up. 732.
Hey, yo, Zach, you banged on me last time.
Who's this? The guy who called in and said he couldn't remember what team he liked?
Nah, I had the Rangers. You gotta understand, I'm writing the numbers on your paper how you do, so it's hard to read everything at the same time.
Okay. I thought you were trolling. All right, so you're thinking the Tuesday 40 thing's going to play, so the 40s are playing today. Rangers get the 40th win on a Tuesday.
You could do the Rangers plus 1.5 for all bettors. Now, if I win, you owe me a pizza, Zach.
Okay, all right, we're putting the stock in the Tuesday 40. It's possible. It's possible.
And I'm going to call you again. I'm trying to tell you the Rangers coming up.
All right. If you're also the guy that is ordering the pizzas today, just in case you're that guy, you're really wasting other people's time a lot more than you're wasting mine.
Oh,
so.
Nah. Nah, I'm from Jersey.
Well, anybody could be ordering pizza from anywhere pretending to be me. But, yeah.
And then, I don't know why that's like a no license that probably got no job and nothing like that. But,
yeah, exactly. It's just an idiot move, man. But all right. I'm watching the 40. You called it. 732 called it.
Ask one more question. I know you don't do UFC that much, but do you believe all UFC fights are rigged?
Probably not every single one, but a lot of them definitely are.
Oh, okay, because I know like McGregor, some of his fights be rigged, but
I'm pretty sure all his fights are rigged. I'm pretty sure since he's been a celebrity, all his fights have been rigged. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come on, say the numbers just don't add up to some fights. I'm like, yo, I'm wasting money and time.
His fights have been adding up real clearly, so... Both his last two losses, the one guy, the guy he lost to in both fights had the numbers both fights. So.
Yep, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
I think the Beast got some good numbers for him too. And he had knocked somebody out, and when he knocked him out, they put their thumb up. If you gonna get knocked out, you can't put your thumb up, like. Right.
Yeah. All right, man.
NFL this year we're gonna come up crazy like you did last year. So I'm going to be calling it a lot.
Okay.
You're going to remember 732.
Okay. I'll remember it. 732. You have a good one, man. Take care.
Yep.
425.
Hello? Is this Zachary Hubbard?
It is.
Yo, man, like, I thought it was you that called me back. I don't know if it was my dad or you. But, like, I had a couple questions about Gematria and stuff.
Okay.
And if you're not too busy, I could call another time.
This is a live stream right now. It's part of a show. Did you mean to call in to be part of the show right now?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, so are you on topic? What's the topic?
Let me turn off the TV and close the door because damn. Sorry, I stepped on my cane. I'm crippled and stuff. Anthony, where's the control? You know what? I'm gonna step outside. Screw it. I was wondering, how long has this been going on for? You know what I mean? Like the delusion of what we believe.
A lot longer than any of us have been around, man. All this stuff seems to go back thousands of years, so I think it's just the influence of it's grown to be worldwide.
You know, because like I've been researching this stuff for quite a while, but You know, like you seem like you're not more knowledgeable than me. You know what I mean? Like you're ahead of the times. You know, I've been calling you for I think this is my third time calling you, and I started watching your videos, and I was like, oh my god, this guy is on another level. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I don't want to say what I was about to say, but yeah, I might as well say, fuck it. I'm dying, you know what I mean? And I realized, like, oh my God, this guy is truly knowledgeable of what I've been researching. And I have no clue what the fuck I've been thinking about. I thought that the thing was a lot shorter than what it was, but it seems that you're ahead of the curve in front of everybody. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, like truly your videos and everything has taught me so much. I just want to say thank you. And
well, I appreciate that. I got to ask you something though. You said you're dying. I'm sure the doctors told you that you're dying, and maybe they even gave you an estimate projection date. I just got to say, I got to ask, what are you dying from?
I'm dying from liver failure because I drank a lot, and I'm also dying from cancer, which is kind of shitty. And I got cancer from the kidneys as well as liver failure. And I only started researching Gematria recently. And when I found your videos, I was like, "Oh my God, this guy's on like truly on another level." It baffled me. It baffled me.
Well, here,
I mean, like,
here's what I gotta say. I appreciate that. The work is really interesting, and I encourage you to.
I probably sound drunk because I am.
Are you okay? Well, here's what I want to say, man.
I'm drunk because like I'm fucking man. I got.
Well, here's what I gotta say to you. Here's what I gotta
now,
say.
which is one of the spinal cords.
My man, if you're dying and your liver's failing and the doctors told you you're a goner, the doctors tell that to a lot of people who end up being survivor stories. So, I mean, Gematria is really important, and knowing what's going on in the world is really important, but so is saving your life. You should do some research on the natural remedies that are out there, things you can actually do and go hard at right now and see if you can save yourself, because there are people who've had stories like you who end up living another 20 years and they're like, I beat what the doctor said because I did this, this, and this. So I was just going to say, friend, if you're really dying right now, you should research what you can do. And I mean, I know a lot of people are addicted to alcohol, including my own family, but again, don't shorten your time. Don't shorten your time, man. But I do appreciate the support, and the work is interesting, and I appreciate that you're studying, especially since if these are your last days. But man, right now, focus on what you can do to extend your life, because there are some people that beat the odds, because the doctors give people a lot of people death sentences that aren't true. So...
Yes, sir.
All right, man. But thank you for supporting the work.
I'll look into it.
You have my number. I will look for your call from 425.
Hey, man. Like, keep on going on, brother.
All right, man.
Like, for real, like, I honestly believe your word is truth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate that.
I love it. You know, to the end.
Well, I appreciate that. Stay strong out there, man, and try to extend your days. Yeah. You're living, man.
Yeah.
You're still living, so
Much
keep
love,
living.
man.
All right. Have a good one, man. See you.
Yeah.
860.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up, Itachi?
Hey, man. Wow. Interesting call. Not much, man. I hope you're doing well. I just had an interesting observation on the Seattle Mariners game. I remember you did a post, and this one I was new to all this stuff, but it was like Tom Brady leaving, New England. It's just interesting that Seattle can give the Rays their 316th loss all time in August. And Tom Brady left.
Yeah.
Tom Brady left New England on 3/16. It's like, what are the odds it lines up that way on his birthday?
And Tampa Bay Buccaneers is 316, right? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's also 62 like Seattle Mariners. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm liking that, and then this may be looking too much at those all-time stats, but the Mariners, they can get their 253rd all-time away win in August, and we know the National Football League equals 253.
Who can get the 253rd? I know you're right about that. Who can get the 253rd one?
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Okay.
Seattle Mariners away in August. Yeah. And they have 549 wins all time in August. So they could get that 550, like Super Bowl 55. Yeah, so that's just an interesting synchronicity. And I just want to leave you with this. My thoughts on that Diamondbacks game. I don't know if I was clear enough with you see how the pitcher's name equals like 2 out of 4 with number of the beast.
Madison Bumgarner.
And yeah, he's got the 174, 258, and he can become 6-6. And then beast equals 47. He's pitching against number 47.
But in that though, you're also overlooking though that it's 75 in the most pure, and all those 75s can hit.
No, I see that. Yeah, I'm not trying to overlook anything. I'm just leaning one way. I'm not trying to say like, oh, okay, that doesn't count. But can't the Giants pitcher fall to 7-6? Hasn't that been just hitting a lot?
Not as much as 75. So it hit 2 times. It hit 2 times in the last series with the Astros, but still 70 has been hitting all season.
Yeah, okay. I feel I'm not trying to, ruin my night over this game. It's just I remember LeBron did a number of the Beast ritual against a team from Arizona.
Yeah.
So it's just.
But the thing is, like, I don't have a chapter in my book about Madison Bumgarner and the number of the beast, but I do about LeBron James in my first book because they've done so many rituals with him. It's like it is there. I mean, it's possible, but.
Yeah, but don't ruin your night on that. I hear you, man. And then. One thing I thought was interesting with the Rangers game is they're 11-10 on 8-3 all time, and 8 plus 3 is 11. They could fall to 11-11. It's thought they may do something there. It's also the 107th game for the Angels, and they could stay on 28 away losses against the Rangers, which equals 107. Yeah, but that's all I have, man. How'd you like that Orioles game last night?
Well, I was glad they upset. That 12-29 was a good little piece there at the end. So, yeah, upsets
for sure, man. This stuff's it's undeniable. The 2-1 just keeps playing, and people they try and criticize this work. It's like I'm not buying weed out of my own pocket. It's these actors in the MLB doing this for me. So. Again, just thank you for the knowledge, man. I appreciate you, and have a great day, Zach.
All right, man. Have a good one. See ya. Yeah, 12-29 was a good catch yesterday. The 2-1-5 seems like a great catch today. I mean, especially with the Curry. I mean, it's such a joke, you guys. It's just such a joke. It is such a joke, man. And it also just it makes me think that the money that these athletes supposedly get is fake. Like, it's just all bullshit. $215 million on the 250. It's just like, why the fuck would you decide to pay him more than ever now? It's like, okay, he's getting older. He fucking lost you the 73rd NBA Finals single-handedly with one of the worst decisions you could ever make on a basketball court when his whole team was wide open and they only needed a 2, and instead he tried to ball hog and shove up a 3-pointer from way behind the line while triple teamed. It's like, I wouldn't want that loser on my team ever again. Adios. But, yeah. Anyway, we can leave it there, you guys. Again, is it a 44 show? Or we're going to get some answers. We're going to get some big answers today. You know what? Regardless of what happens today, we're getting some big answers for futures here. Are the Yankees the team in the AL? We're pretty much going to know the answer to that today, if based on what happens right here. If they get that 57th win, man, that is a riddle of riddles. And all the 44s that can play too. 4 games. Isn't it interesting that 4 games the 44 can play? 4 the 44 can play. We'll see. So, yeah, all the notes are here. Play smart. Yesterday was the first day. Some of you guys did all right yesterday. I wouldn't say yesterday was a good day because some of the dogs came through, but just, yeah, yesterday was like the first day that I would say was not a good day in over a week's time, but we've been doing well, more or less, so play smart. keep the momentum alive. You know, some of these games, be smart if you're doing multiple parlay cards, the way you can structure them. Okay, is this number playing tonight? Is that 20, again, is the 23s going to play tonight? Again, go over the notes, look at where all the 23s are, see if some look better to you than others. That could be worth a shot because, again, today, 23 could matter. It's 8-3. 83 is the 23rd prime. Tuesday's 23 in the most pure cipher. The Tuesday thing can definitely be more of a miss than a hit. You know, a caller tried to call in like last week and say, "Oh, I really like Tuesday," and then he called out a date. He said, "Look at this day," and then I was like, "Okay, that had a major losing record that day. So how can that be your example?" But it might maybe on 8-3, just because it's 8-3, maybe. So. Ryu, he's on a streak right now. He's got a riddle tonight. Ryu's been playing well. Hit that 9-5 Blue Jays riddle. Hit last game 10-5. So we'll see where he goes today. Keep the Indians on 52 wins on the 52 date numerology. It's another thing to think about. There's a few games with 52s out there. It's all in the notes. So make sure you go over it with your own eyeballs. Pick your favorite games. Be smart. And we'll be back tomorrow.